This is the last thing, story time. So this is part 4, and we are going to read. And we're continuing on the story of, what is it called? Ugh, not that one. The Day of Blood. Roberto reasoned that if he could show Gillespie the bayonet and remind him of how he saved his life, certainly Gillespie would have mercy on his interior. Roberto grabbed the bayonet and headed to Gillespie's house. Gillespie was well on his way to the church by the time that Roberto left his house. When Gillespie arrived at the front of the church, he was careful not to make any noise. He did not want to alert Antonio to his presence and allow him a chance to escape. There would be no mercy for Antonio, for there was none for his Maria. Gillespie slipped into the church, his ears waiting for the slightest sounds that would lead him to Antonio. Where would I hide in the church? Gillespie asked himself. He looked around the church, surveying the scene. His eyes fell on the confessional, at which point Gillespie thought to himself, the places where men tried to hide from themselves in their evil. Gillespie stepped gingerly towards the confessional. As soon as he was positioned in front of the confessional, he flung open the door. Sitting with terrified eyes was a frightened Antonio. Get up! Get up on your feet, ordered Gillespie. Antonio complied and began to beg, Please, Mr. Salvatore, do not kill me. It was an accident. An accident? Gillespie asked incredibly. An accident is when you knock over a glass of wine or bump into something while walking around a blind corner. Trying to rape my little girl and killing her in the process is not an accident. It is murder. Gillespie ordered Antonio out of the confessional and beckoned him towards the altar area of the church. You better hope that you did a lot of praying in that box, Antonio, because you are going to meet God on this night. The drunken Antonio, being young and stubborn, grew insolent. You have no right to kill me, he screamed at Gillespie. You are not my judge. Maybe not, but tonight I am your executioner. You may kill me tonight, but know this. Maria may have said no with her mouth, but she wanted me to take her. Those were the final words that Antonio spoke before Gillespie's shotgun cut him in half. Roberto was passing the church when the shot rang out. He ran into the church, saw what Gillespie standing slightly with his blood in his hand over Antonio's bloody body. In a quick moment of silence that seemed to last an eternity, thunder clapped loudly outside the storm as the storm that had been brooding all day finally arrived. In an instant, Roberto lost all reason at the sight of his dead son, his only son. He screamed like an animal. He ran towards Gillespie angrily with the bronze bayonet still in his hand. Gillespie threw down his gun and readied himself to defend against Roberto's attack. Not wanting to kill Roberto, the two men clashed like giant rams, fighting over a piece of ground. In the midst of the struggle, the bayonet plunged deep into Roberto's chest. As Roberto fell back, he crashed into the immense statue of the crucifix and slumped on the floor. Gillespie immediately collapsed to his knees in astonishment beside his friend. Soon enough, the dense crucifix came crashing into Gillespie's head, killing him instantly. 3 men lay dead on the floor, while while the thunder rolled. As the sun rises on the village of Gazunos, Gilazuno, its rays display an incandescent sparkle across the crystal clear face of the Mediterranean water. It is early, and the only sound in the air from a cemetery in the distance where the woman wailed for loved ones departed to the grave, here in heaven and hell. And that is the end of the, what was it? The end of a long-awaited The Day of Blood. And so I just did it in 4 videos, so if you want to check this out, yes, this is the ending. And I hope you really liked that. I really enjoyed this. It was interesting. It's more of a historical aspect, I believe, of this place in Mexico. And I really liked, how Antonio kind of like learned, like everybody kind of killed each other, and kind of had this, like, I guess it's kind of a way of doing revenge when people get mad at other people and stuff and do revenge. And he didn't mean to throw her across and bust her head. She just busted her head on the, thing. And so, yeah. And that is it. And I hope you have a great day and a great readathon day. And thumbs up. And see you tonight. Bye.